Hello, FunReviews here, and I'm angry. Yesterday I finished watching an episode of Doctor Who. Episode 9 of Series 9. And it induced anger into me. But before, I'd like to thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. It is such a milestone to reach 100 subscribers. And I can't believe we've made it that far. And I'm thanking you guys for that. So, if you've been wanting a shout out, this is my shout out to all of you. All 100 of you that have subscribed to me. Thank you. Now, let's get to the rage. Okay, so this episode is called Sleep No More. It involves the Doctor and Clara exploring a derelict space station, fighting from creatures made of dust. I'm not kidding. They are made of sleep dust. That little crispy stuff that's in your eye, those things are made of them. I didn't remember a single supporting character's name. I didn't remember anything from it. I had to look it up on a wiki to find out just what those things were. So, let's talk about these creatures, because that's what induces anger into me the most. Not only do they have the fastest evolution rate I've ever seen, but their abilities are completely botched. I don't know what they're doing. First, one moment, they're just savages. Next moment, they can form strategies. Moment after that, they're blind. Moment after that, not only do they know what the TARDIS is, but they also know that it's a threat. And the killer is that they can shapeshift. Not once in the episode do we realise that these things can shapeshift. It just makes me want to go to find Stephen Moffat and shoot him. It is so infuriating. And I found out, by looking through the wiki for Doctor Who, that one of the characters, the Professor, I don't remember any of their names, might I add, was a creature, one of these creatures the whole time. Yet, why didn't he use the opportunity to get his lunch? I don't know. So, let's talk about what's good about it. I just have to think. The acting. The acting's pretty good, but everything else is horrible. The characters, the motivations, the setting, the setup, everything. Normally, I like dynamic lightings. I like the dark, solitary confinement areas. Just look at Silence in the Library and Forest of the Dead. That is the go-to way to make a horror-like episode. Or Blink. Just take the concept of Blink and apply it to this episode and you would have had something awesome. Now, let's talk about the lighting effects, because that's by far what's wrong with this episode. I couldn't see the creatures. When the Doctor ran, I was like, what's they running away from? I saw this light tinge thing, and I found out that it was the sand creatures. What makes the monsters so memorable and scary is that you can tell what they look like. With these creatures, they're kept in the dark so much because of the lighting, I couldn't see them very often. And then I found out that these things are apparently like the creatures from Amnesia with the wide open mouths. I don't know. So, what's wrong with this episode? Everything. The acting is decent. Not by far the best. But the acting is fairly good. The story is botched. The lighting is botched. The setting is botched. The monsters are botched. The supporting characters are botched. The only good characters in this whole episode are the Doctor and Clara, played by, once again, Peter Capaldi and Jenna Louise Coleman. Those are the only half-decent characters in this season, in this episode. Now, the Zygon Invasion episode wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best. This season is just going downhill. Started off good, and it's just been on one good streak until the Zygon Invasion. Then it just went downhill. So, what do I think of this episode? Stay away. Just stay away. That's an order. I order all of you 100 subscribers, which once again, thank you very much for, to stay away from this episode. It's not even worth your time. I had a friend who is going to be working on me on a special video to celebrate 100 subscribers. He couldn't even watch it for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, he turned it off. So, the final rating for this episode is a burn it in hell. Kill it with fire. Kill this episode with fire. So, I will see you guys on the next